Have you heard of ARCHAEOASTRONOMY? I am the Honorable Priest Isaac, and I am certified in the field of ARCHAEOASTRONOMY. Do you want to learn ARCHAEOASTRONOMY? Well, book your ticket today and join me in the Caribbean in the island of Antigua for 9 days and nights, 7 of which will be in the classroom studying and in the field researching on Green Castle Hill, Mount Anu, the Stonehenge of the Caribbean. This is a studycation. You will visit the beach, experience the Rastafari camps, yoga, vegan food, and much more. For more information, visit priestisaacinstitute.com or email us at priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com. Family. I mean that family. Our youths, our young ones, our children, we need them, redeem them, and clean them. You see them, or else the enemy will come and scheme them. Family. I mean that family. Education for the nation that's full of salvation, biology, astronomy, and African theology, geography. Family. I love that family. Whatever the age or the stage, that youth will be engaged with tutorials, activities, and videos from the studios of the Priest Isaac Institute of Holistic Knowledge. Family.
The International Homeschool Program is designed and recommended for all ages. The psychological state of our children is very important, especially in the environment that most of us live in. The International Homeschool Program provides online classes, activities, and videos that are fun for the youth and edifies them of their African heritage as well as the higher sciences. To enroll your family today, visit www.priestisaacinstitute.com, go to the main website, and search for Youth Corner. Or you can email priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com for a course sample. Give thanks.
Of course, we definitely give thanks at all times. And of course, we definitely say all blessings and honor and glorification given to the life-given, the keeper of life, Emperor Haile Selassie the First. Royal family, give thanks for your presence with us on this wonderful and beautiful evening. This is the evening, as they would say in their calendar, of the 1st of January 2024. What an interesting time it is. Again, we glorify Haile Selassie the First in all doings and saying. We give thanks for the Father and the Mother of creation. We welcome you to another edition of the Tiger's Nest. They would say the first edition for 2024, but according to King Emmanuel, Charles Edwards calendar, we've been busting 2024 since the 7th of February, so-called 2023. Deep science, we're going to touch a bit of that in a moment. But family, you know that it is a heart of celebration here. Yeah, it is a heart of celebration as we are celebrating I Earth Strong, what they call birthday, right here on the Tiger's Nest. We're also celebrating the 1st of January. I wasn't born officially on the 1st of January. I was officially born, as they would say, came forward into this earth on the 2nd of January, Friday morning. 10:23 in the AM. So what the great celebration of with the 1st then? Well, I mean, it's still close enough. I saw fireworks previous evening. What I'm saying, the 1st is still a special day for Bobo Shanti. You understand? It's not something you would hear anywhere else, maybe, except the Tiger's Nest, but it's all right. We have all our facts in order, for sure. A celebration moment. So we are celebrating even at this time. As I said, royal family, today is my earth strong because the sun is already set and the evening comes before the morning. So you see, there's a lot that we need to put in perspective here. There's a lot that we need to look at here. I just showed you a moment ago that this is the first day of 2024. I want you to follow me good. In fact, before I dive too deep, let me just welcome everyone once again to the Tiger's Nest. This is a radio program that comes to you every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, right here on Radio Anu, talking about the international flavor, the universal spice, live and direct. We will be premiering this program on the YouTube, Family on Radio Anu. No need to jump off, and we're not on YouTube at the moment, at least not at this very at least moment. For sure, but we will be premiering it for the YouTube family a little more in the evening, our Earth Day message, our Earth Day vibration. So yeah, the Tiger's Nest comes to you 7 p.m. Eastern Caribbean time every evening right here on Radio Anu. You can be a subscriber, very easy thing to do, just subscribe to the Tiger's Nest radio program for sure. You can email us, priestIsaacInstitute@gmail.com to get more information on that. Those of you who are live here with us on the website, priestIsaacInstitute.com. So all transactions can be made right there. For those of you who are not on the website, you could definitely, again, visit us, email us, check the website out, priestIsaacInstitute.com, and subscribe to the Tiger's Nest radio program. Yeah, man, I'm just going to show you the science. Remember, we were talking about the whole aspect of let's say the 12 months a year science that they give us. So you have 12 months in the year, but you have 13 moons in the year. You understand? Celebrating life here. This is my Earth Strong celebration. Yeah, so 12 months in the year, but there are 13 moons. Now remember, 13 moons. The moon represents the month. You know that. That's why it's M-O-O-N, moon. M-O-N-T-H, moon, month. So it's the moon and the month. Some say it's the new moon that starts the month. Some say it's the full moon that starts the month. But I mean, it's the moon that deals with the month. So in the same way, you have 13 moons per year within the 365 cycle of the solar orb, which is the sun, because this is mathematics here. It is science. It's no make-up business. It's precise. 7 days in a strong order, this is precise. It's nobody make it up. It's high energy. The seventh day is the Sabbath. It is very precise. This is some very deep science. So again, there are 13 months in the year, which would bring you to the 28 days per month. You just do the maths. And interestingly, again, our father, the Honorable King Emmanuel Charles Edwards, would have already done such a science, you know. I would have witnessed the 1988 Ethiopian 13-month calendar with my eyes. It was actually on a room that I stayed in there. The very first time I visited the headquarters at Bobo, as I said, family, those who will be watching the premiere on Radio and TV, which is our YouTube channel, you'll be able to see the calendar, Black culture specifically, February 7th of the Babylon calendar. Now, of course, 7th of February is the New Year of the Bobo Shanti, what we consider the Ethiopian New Year, 1988-89. So it's interesting now that King Emmanuel Charles Edwards gives us a calendar. Many of you may not have ever even heard of this here. And this calendar, again, begins on the 7th of February. And whatever year you are in. So, interestingly, we're in this year, the 1st of January. Today is the 1st of January, 2024. So, the 7th of February this year, 2024, will be the first day of the new year, Bobo Shanti, 2025. It's a very interesting thing. So, in other words, this is King Emmanuel vibration. King Emmanuel's calendar just has like a 1 year, pardon me, difference from the regular calendar that is used. I know many ones, you know, you're scholars and you know everything, so you don't know nothing about that. So you kind of, you know, I don't know nothing about that. So yeah, we're going to get into some things tonight that many people, scholars and non-scholars, know nothing about. We're going to talk about the special visit that Haile Selassie paid to King Emmanuel. Let's see how many people know about that one day. But anyway, the calendar now, I'm showing you that, interestingly, the Bobo Shanti calendar and the regular calendar that is used actually shares the same year for approximately 37 to 38 days. So now it's 2024 in this Julian calendar as such, but it has been 2024 in King Emmanuel calendar since the 7th of February, 2023. All right, good. I know you can rewind this, those of you who will get this in your inbox and those who will be seeing it on the video, just to get that over again. But let's move on. So again, so you observe the 7th of February. Those who will be observing the calendar, you can see again the different months, because in the Babylon calendar that we have, that's what we like to call it, the Babylon calendar. You have the 30 months, 30 days, pardon me, 31 days, the 20th day in February, you know. So the 30 and the 31 play 30 days in September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31 except February and the leap year and XYZ. What that does now, that number one, that plays with your mind and it creates this extra month or takes out the 13th month And all the extra days add up to that month. So you end up with 12 months instead of the 13 months. And I would have showed you that in the workspace, what happens when a person is paid by the month, especially if the month is supposed to be the addition of the weeks, like 4 weeks make the month. That is how we're taught. 4 weeks make a month, you know. But 4 weeks is 28 days. 7 days a week and 4 weeks make a month, but the month have 30 and 31 days. You got to be careful. This is some serious science that they put on us, you know, people. Reading, writing, and arithmetic, especially those in the British Caribbean. That was the mantra of education: reading, writing, and arithmetic, the 3 R's. The 3 R's: reading, writing, and arithmetic. Now tell me, only one of those words begin with an R. Reading, writing, or writing should begin with an R, but you begin it with a W. And arithmetic is A. I can hear the R sound in it, but I'm trying to show you. They play with our minds psychologically, even in the classroom. Reading, writing, and arithmetic. R-A-W, raw. Reading, writing, and arithmetic. Writing is W, arithmetic A, and reading is R. Wow. We're definitely at war. This whole educational system is a war, W-A-R, and they still come and talk about the 3 R's. Ain't no 3 R's, it's a W and an A and an R. You're hiding something from us. It would be nice if it was really 3 R's. You understand? Redemption, Rastafari, repatriation, but it ain't no 3 R's. It's come on. Yeah. So give thanks to the earth, the celebration. Give thanks to all those who are celebrating, those who are giving thanks, you know, and feel free, of course, you know, this is the Tiger's Nest. This is the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge. And of course, we share love and share joy. So whatever gift you may have for the maestro, please don't be shy. I mean, we're family, aren't we? And we're friends. I think I give gifts. If you have a friend and you have a family and it's the earth there, yes, I'm just being not shy here. And letting you know. So you know how to email me. I don't know what it is. Maybe you have whatever you may have for the maestro this evening. I'm very thankful. You could just let us know. You have all the means and ways of contacting us, and you know, things can get here, there, and wherever it is. So we're very thankful for such. So anyway, as I said, as we continue on that meditation, when we look at the calendar, we're talking about 28 days in each of the month. Now that is very important, as it is related once again to the whole aspect of the real science of the Anna, the real science as it relates to the cycle of the year, 13 months to 28 days. So what happens now in the workplace? I would have explained this before. What happens now in the workplace is that when you enter into that agreement, that 7 days is a week, and then 4 weeks make a month. So you're gonna get paid, let's just say, $400 a week, but we're gonna pay you by the month. So what you're gonna get by the month? 400 times 4. 4 and 4, 4 Tuesday, that's 16, 1,016, $600. Okay, good. All right, you get that because it's $400 a week, right? Good. And 4 weeks in a month, right? Right. That's $1,600, right? So it's 1,600 multiplied by 12 months, whatever that comes to. That's what you're going to get at the end of the year. Am I correct? Right. But what I'm trying to show you is that there should really be 13 months in the year. This 30 and 31 day month has robbed you of a month as it relates to your paycheck. And this is why at the end of the year, like now, the Christmas that just passed. They come and pretend they're giving you a bonus. What bonus? It's the money that they owe you, the extra month that they have for you, that they're giving back to you now. And you're going to take that money and give it back to the merchants. Santa fraud and these killers. How many of you received your Santa Claus massacre? I just want to know. It's still available. It's still a good time. It's all right. It's good any time of the year. The Santa Claus massacre. There'll be no mercy for the merciless. A beautiful watch, you know. Definitely get your copy of it. So listen, family, I understand what I'm saying. We're here celebrating, eh? Give thanks to those who are celebrating with I and I. So they rob us with their crafty device. This is, remember, most of the people already on plantation working. Most of the people already slaving for massa in the white over the black. And yet still in all of that, they're still robbing you and make it look as if they're doing you a favor when the year comes to an end. This is a very, very serious thing. All right. So I'm just trying to show you now, they do that in many ways. That's why we come down on what you call that stuff, archaeology, astrology. That's why we bust down in astrology, and we will definitely, you know, show where it goes off and where it's not on target as it relates to astrology and astronomy, as astronomy is specifically on target, you know. So this is seen in many different ways. Even in the time on the clock, again, down to your age. All right, let me show you the psychology that is playing here. So how old are you? Let's say you're 25 or 35 or whatever the case is. You're 35. Just think about this. So you are going to go through your whole length around your 36 solar arc, your 36, if you want to say, cycle around the sun, thinking in your mind that you are related to 35. And you may say, what are you talking about? This is the way they taught us to think. No, no one is born 1 year old. When you're born, you're not 1 year old. When you're born, you're not 1 year old. You become 1 year old a year after you're born. But after your 1 year old birthday, then you've gone into the 2-year lap around the solar arc. So while you are on your second lap around the solar arc, around the sun, somehow it's being implanted in you that you are 1 year old. Okay. So when you have completed, listen, when you have a birthday, you are celebrating the lap that you have just completed. And you are going into a brand new lap, which is very important. So let's just say you are what they would say you are 49 years old. So you're celebrating 49 years old today. Do you know what that means? That means you have entered into your 50th year going around the sun, the solar arc. Now, that 50th year sprint as such, or marathon, whatever you want to put it, that itself is something to accomplish. You're not quote unquote 50 yet because you have not completed the 50-year lap around the sun. So when you hit that 50th quote unquote birthday, you're supposed to be celebrating consciously that I've just completed that milestone of sealing up the 50th lap. And now I've gone into the 51st lap. That's very important, but somehow psychologically, they make you believe I'm 50 years old now. And I'm going to be 50 years old until next year. You understand? And you brand yourself as 50 now. No, you can't do that. You have to think of, I am now into the 51st year. And my mission is to complete 51. You already put away 50 years when you were so-called 49. Because when you were 49, that means you just completed your 49th lap around the sun. And now you're geared up now. Yeah, already. And you are already, you're not really heading for 50 as such, you know. You're done, start. You've actually made it to the 50th year. On your so-called 49th birthday, you have literally made it to the 50th year. The mission now is to complete the 50th. But somehow in the teachings, and this is purposely done, this ain't by no mistake, they keep us behind. Somehow we're just always behind. I tell the King Emmanuel calendar Rastafari, the 7th of February this year, 2024, is going to be the first day of the year, Bobo Shanti 2025. Interesting. See how the Father a step ahead. That is why I look, for example, I'm celebrating my Earth Strong. My Earth Strong is not the 1st of January. This is the evening of the 1st of January, according to what they tell us. My Earth Strong again is the 2nd. But the evening come before the morning. So the celebration already begin. I ain't gonna wait until tomorrow. Who teach you to wait until tomorrow? Is they gonna teach you them kind of foolishness? It's not my birthday yet. What do you mean? Don't come on. It's here. The energy is here already. And then at the specific moment that you were born, for example, 10:23 a.m. for me, at the specific moment you were born, then you can say, bam, I have completed that moment, not the day, you know, the moment that you came out, you can say, yeah, I just completed that lap around the sun. Time to begin the next year. So if it's your 10th birthday then, you're now on your 11th lap. You understand? So it's good, yeah, we understand how the world runs. Yes, I'm 10 years old, good. But don't let Babylon, as they say, psychologically keep you on that. Think ahead. That's to make you thinking back where, you know, think ahead. 11 now. And not going to 11, you know, you're already in the hall of 11. It's just to complete the lap. You gotta think ahead, and you're already ahead, but the teachings we get keep us behind. That's why Monday is the first day of the week, when Sunday should be, which it is, the first day of the strong. That's why it's a week, because we start a day late. This is a mystic system that's designed even in a simple kindergarten looking way to psychologically handicap you, even in everything you do. That's why you write, you know that. That's why you write with your right hand. How this come the right hand? So this one is the wrong hand. No, it's the left hand. It's, oh, you left it. Oh, you see, you left it. It's the left hand. Left. Yeah. When there is high spirits in the hand, that's why the same man that have the calendar a year ahead teach us to bless with the left, as they call it, the heartical hand. You know, it's deep science. Give thanks for the royal celebration, Earth Strong celebration. Even at this moment, give thanks for all those who are definitely even with us. So as I said, when you look at the calendar of the Bobo Shanti, you look at the calendar of King Emmanuel, the first day of the month. Now, this is what I would have come and met. The first month, second month, third month, fourth month, these months were not given any names, at least none of the elders would have testified that to I. You see, this is a thing that is growing. So if I come and say, well, it's time for us to name these months, what a man going to tell me? Oh, John never named the month, and that thing, John never named them. Yeah, just keeping a joy, but I'm serious. And I'm not asking you, eh? That scenario is as real as the nose on my face. So, and this is an interesting year, 1988. How many remember the program we did in 1988? Remember 88 and the constellation in the heavens, and we spoke about the 88 members of the Congress, and we spoke about the year, the same time, the same 7th of February, when Pluto took over Neptune, the depths of it, but then again, there are those that will tell you, oh, King Emmanuel never teach us these things here. But King Emmanuel tell us one's going to come that teach us what he never teach. So wait, this is how we belittling ourselves when the Christ said, greater works than these shall you do. Who, he wasn't talking to you? Oh, that's sad. Well, if he wasn't talking to you, I could tell you he was talking to me. So these, just like how we need new hymns. Where is Yared? I'm calling for Yared. It's years I've been calling for Yared because I don't think I'm Yared. He who will revive the hymns, and the liturgy. Yeah. So we always hear the elders speak about we need, new hymn book, and not a brand new hymn book, but us creating our own hymns, and just like how we make choruses, and yeah, we have that art. In the same way, the Almighty already give us this blueprint here, almost like a framework. 28 days per month, and the year starts in February. Look at there, bam. How many of us have sat down and literally cipher out which day of each month begins the real month? So for example, like the 1988 example that I will be showing on the premiere, you could see where it has been carved out, where the 1st of March with a line, where the 21st of April celebration with a line, of course, where the 7th of January and the 7th of February with a line with the ancient calendar of the Honorable King Emmanuel. You check it. This is serious. So there's a lot of psychology here. And we give thanks to life, the life giver, and the keeper of life, and constant celebration even at this moment. So, as I said, the 1st of January now is a day of royal celebration. Yeah. This is another thing maybe a Bobo Shanti will tell you. King Emmanuel never teach us this, but I mean, I'm going to show you from my simple maths. I'm only speaking from what the elders tell me. It's not nothing I made up. So it is just from the knowledge I've gained and the way that I would have done the maths. I want you to listen. Now, this is going to be a bit provocative and controversial. I'm sure many ones would have heard that in 1970, Haile Selassie I would have paid a special visit to the Honorable Prince Emmanuel Charles Evans. This is not the visit of 1966. Again, this is the visit of 1970. Now, an individual will argue that point. I've done several programs on this. I didn't come here to try to debate this at all. This is my earthday. I mean, the chalice, gotta light up chalice again. Give thanks, praise Him, far right. So, an individual, if they want to believe, it's up to them. If they don't believe, it's up to them. I mean, Ras, we've done programs on Kimpa Vita. We've done programs on Simeon Toko. We've done programs on the man there that in India that they say 1,000 and something years old. The same King of Kings, Haile Selassie, up to now, nobody know where he gone. Come on, man. This is Prince Emmanuel Charles Edwards, the same man that the old people say, wait, who gonna die? When he tell I he gonna make a move and go and purchase this and that and the third. The same man that make the chief of police have the baton beating up himself, Priest Bob, tell me this. So, I mean, I don't have no time to ponder and wonder and all of this stuff. What I know, in Bobo Shanti culture, there is an episode where on a specific day, like in just a moment of time, there was a special visitation to the camp of King Emmanuel by Haile Selassie I. This was not at 10 miles Bull Bay, but this was at a previous camp, even at a time when they had 2 camps. Now again, royal family, there's nothing that I'm saying here that I would have even read in a book. It was elders that would have even been there that would have given me them testimonies here that I'm uttering. So even if I want to think they disagree with the testimonies, even those of this fold, I can point out the key elders that would have given such a testimonies, and even elders that would not have been there, but they're close enough. Elders that would tell you, well, I wasn't there, but Jah tell me this. You understand? Fair enough. But the point is, this special visitation, I like to highlight the Honorable Priest Bob. And Priest Bob is an elder amongst us that has been chatting with the Father, if I'm not mistaken, from the 50s, if not the early 60s. And Priest Bob speaks of that morning, early quiet morning. He speaks of Prince Emmanuel being in white pajamas. He speaks of them being inside these upstairs and downstairs dwelling place where they had at this venue. He speaks of them burning a chalice, and there was this carpet, round carpet on the ground. And there was a dog in the yard, and the dog started to just run around and act funny, just spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. Said that the Honorable King Emmanuel rose up and went upstairs. After a moment, there was a knock on the door. And then someone opened the door, and which is really the gate, specifically to enter into the yard. You don't know King Emmanuel always have a compound. It's not no walk off the street business. And he said that there was a man that came in all white. And even this is something that you hear all ones who speak of this, even those who were not there, that the gate person said, so who is this white man? Now, according to Priest Bob, after such, Prince Emmanuel was coming down, the same time, coming down the step, buttoning up the last button on his black robe. And he went and clearly explained, this is our father, and once paid homage, and they spoke for a moment aside, according to the elders, in a language no one could understand. And then the creed and the anthem was said, and then that was it. Now, in fact, there's a bit more to the story as it went on to the Sabbath day and a Sabbath service, and ones who were desirous, because many people disbelieve, and there was a word that the king would pass through for the Sabbath. I'm not going into all of that. That would have been the third day of that visitation then. So there's the first, the second, and the third. Interesting. Now, what I'm saying is that, again, I'm not going to try to convince no one of that. We have already gone through that reasoning on different levels. What I'm highlighting here is when that took place. Now, in 1966, Haile Selassie I visited Jamaica, And we celebrate that visitation, 21st of April, as Abraham meet Melchizedek. This is one of our key celebrations, 7 nights and 7 days and nights of Nyabingi, etc., because Abraham meet Melchizedek. So interestingly, what do you think? That second visitation when Abraham now come and meet Melchizedek, don't you think that it would be just as, justified to acknowledge that day when Abraham returned? I'm just asking, to meet Melchizedek. Now, one may argue, well, priest, that's a good idea, but true, we don't really know the day. What do you mean we don't really know the day? What are you talking about? You see, the thing is, we have a bit of lazy mind. As I said, we have a whole calendar given to us, a framework. All we have to do is name the months. All we have to do is name the months. And I mean, I ain't washing no dirty laundry in the public, but I'm just going to be straight here. I'm in a culture, right, that if any one of us try name them months, these fellas don't even know that months were there. And any one of us try to name them months, ones would rise up and say, well, no, the months were never named and the months don't need to be named. Now you see how I said that a while ago. Some people get offended. Oh, we call it fellas. Now you see? No, this is my point. Are you a fella? You see, when you throw a stone in a pack of dogs, the dog that ball out is the one that get hit. So if I know somebody talking and he ain't talking about me, I good. But yes, there are those that are instigators. Come on, it's fellas them people there be. Now, if you know you're not an instigator, and if you are, that ain't good. Yeah. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? This is just reality. Hey, no need to be offended if I'm not speaking to you. Hey, it's my Earth Day, I'm celebrating family. Yeah, give thanks to the life giver and the keeper of life, Emperor Haile Selassie the first. As I said, I ain't done. I want to go deeper into that conversation, but it's just an intermission here. If you have a gift for your good brother, please don't be afraid. You can definitely email us, priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com. Hey, listen, man, this is me. We just did a 3-day webinar on motivation, promotion, and sales. You remember all what I taught you? That's me. That's who I am. Let me tell you a little secret. We don't need nothing from nobody, man. We good. Yeah. But it is what it is. Come on, man, family. You love me, eh? You love me. Come on. You don't hide it. You love Priest Isaac. That's why you're listening, because you love Priest Isaac. It's Priest Isaac Earth Day. And you're sitting back listening to Priest Isaac. If Priest Isaac don't promote himself, you wouldn't know Priest Isaac. So Priest Isaac is saying, hey, Mark, hey, John, hey, Billy, hey, Sharon, if you have a gift for me, you can send it. You may be saying, hey, it's true, I have this, I would like to send this to, because Priest Isaac has strengthened me a lot. I'm just showing it to you. I'm not gonna pretend and be quiet. I'm telling you. I'm helping you to think. So if you have a gift for Priest Isaac, it's his Earth Day, isn't it? Yeah, if it's your Earth Day, you can let me know. We can work out something. That's what it's about. And if you say, listen, man, I ain't sending nobody nothing, I don't, well, that's good too. I don't think I would want anything from anybody that would be grumbling away like that. Yeah, so it is what it is. So yeah, man, give thanks for those who are already sharing the love. Give thanks for those who are already, expressing their joy in the celebration moment with myself. So again, what I'm saying now, I would have read, I would have seen with my own eyes in a pamphlet that Haile Selassie visited the Honorable King Emmanuel in 1970. I'm sure many ones, I'm just doing a little maths here. It's nothing controversial. Everyone agreed. Those who don't agree just because they don't know. Most ones will say, yeah, man, it's somewhere early 70s, early 70s. It's either 71. If according to some elders, it's 71 or 72 that they went to Bull Bay. And 72 is a very interesting number, and this was before, you understand. It's either 70, 71. And the pamphlet said 70. Okay, good. Now, it was not only a Thursday, it was the first Thursday of the year. Now, somehow, there seems to be some concern of if it is, Bobo Shanti creating, this, if you want to say, this whole idea of this visitation, or if there's something behind of it, something that the Honorable King Emmanuel Charles Edwards would have mentioned. But yes, that is not only something that we would have read, but this is something we would have heard with our ears. And let me just share this with you. I think most will know this video here. This is King Emmanuel being interviewed by a sister, and she's going to ask him about the visitation, how he felt when Haile Selassie visited Jamaica. And he's going to say, oh, wow, I well feel our Father, our living God, our, he's just going to show a lot of excitement over the visitation. And then he's going to continue by saying, and he also came here in the 70s. Said, that's right. And it was a Thursday. He's going to say it, listen. He hasn't said it as yet, because I know for some, boy, I can't understand. It's all right. I'll guide you through.
How did you feel when His Imperial Majesty came to Jamaica and you were one of those who met with him?
In what way?
How did you personally feel when you met him?
Yeah, you see how he excited when I met him? Oh, I well feel.
How did you personally feel when you met him?
Oh, I well feel our Father, our little Father, our little God, like giver, will come in this country.
Will come in this country.
Like giver, will come in this country and meet his royal sons and daughters.
And meet his royal sons and daughters. With royalty. We are the children of royalty. Not how Babylon teaches. So when he comes, he said, we are not the royal sons and daughters that he know of. He said he's here to bring back every heart back to oneness and heart of love. I'm paraphrasing that part there. Now listen to this. Yeah. And the king leave this mission, and he come here in 70. 70 was a Thursday.
Then it was
It was the king came.
the 70 years, the 70, when I told you.
Thursday.
And it's
No, I mean, that is just clear. That is his perspective. You can check the video. That is not next man saying that he tell them. We all heard it. If you didn't understand it, you understand it now. That yes, in 1966, video camera, everything is well documented. But he also came in the 70s. That's what he said. And the 70 was a Thursday. So again, coupling that with the pamphlet, 1970, Thursday, coupling that with the words that you get from the elders, that it was the first Thursday of the year. That means that it was the 1st of January, 1970, that the special visitation took place of Haile Selassie and the Honorable King Emmanuel. Now again, I would have done my diligent search. I wouldn't say I've left, you cannot have not left any stone unturned. There are plenty of stones still to unturned, especially if you don't speak with every soul and every living goodie amongst us. You follow what I'm saying? But at the same time, I know for sure we would have delved and done our research, even the little that I would have brought to you. It's clear. Because the thing is, that's why I highlighted the calendar. For whatever reason, we have not stepped up to the plate on that academical level. So things that have been left for us to structure, we haven't structured them yet, and I'm not, blaming anyone. That's why we are here doing what we can do to structure. That's why we are grooming the educational system itself for the young minds. That is why we are grooming higher education again for the growing minds. Here at the Priest Isaac Institute of Holistic Knowledge, that's why we are pushing financial literacy and generational wealth and economical freedom. That's what we're pushing around here. These are the programs of the Honorable King Emmanuel Charles Edwards. So again, we have not been that academic in our thinking, straight up. So we haven't taken the time to burn a chalice to figure out, hey, listen, come on, exactly what did the king come here? Because we need to start celebrating this day. I always say as Rastafari, we should be celebrating the 7th of October when Rastafari was crowned Nigga Stafari. That's my opinion. I think that is a very key day. In fact, we should be celebrating the day when he was crowned Rastafari, which is the same Maskel, the 27th day of September. These are key days of celebration, of remembrance, sacred meditation. But then again, I'm always telling boy, yeah, I never say this, I never say that, and the third. Yeah. But again, greater works than these shall ye do. And that is something that I definitely uphold to. So the 1st of January, keep in mind, so that means the 1st of January, the Thursday, 1970. And the 3rd of January, which is the Sabbath, that was the parahelion. Parahelion is when the sun is closest to the earth. So the 1st of January really, amongst as Bobo Shanti, is a celebration day. I don't really believe anyone else would really, if I want to say, hold tight to that celebration. The man will say, come on, man, what are you trying to say, man? Selassie, I come back in the 1970. And nobody see but the them. Come on, who you try food, you know? That is exactly how an individual would look at that. So family, yeah, man, we're here celebrating. You know, when people see me say, oh, Happy New Year, I say, oh, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Because yes, it is a Happy New Year. You understand? And we've begun now a new cycle. We ain't hopping on the whole year now. We've begun a new cycle. We ain't wearing them numbers like it's a badge. We have begun a new cycle now. We are already into the next year. You see, that's the thing. So we are thinking ahead. Like today. Well, it's not even yet. It's on 10:20. It's tomorrow morning. You see the way they think. Midnight. Midnight is supposed to be my birthday. Midnight. So we need to understand these sciences and move forward in deep meditation and understanding. Hey, life giver and the keeper of life. Holy Emmanuel, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. Blessed love.